Hey family, what's going on today? Let's get down to the tea and the juice. They are moving the mileage odometer in used cars. And this is becoming, it's getting to be where it's a big problem, everybody. I'm going to let y'all see all this good tea. I'm going to let y'all see these people talking about how the car dealership, the people at the place, was moving a lot of cars on their lot. They were moving the mileage odometer to make it look like the car don't have that many miles on it. So, for instance, if the car had 100,000 miles on it, they will go in and reduce the mileage to about 50,000 miles. So you think that you're getting a car that don't have that many miles on it, but it really do have that many miles on it. And then you pay a higher price because the mileage is low. But that's because they've been tampering and trickled with it and bought the mileage back. And that's not the miles that is really on that car. Unbelievable, family. They is doing this, and I'm gonna tell y'all, we're gonna discuss this story right here. I got a lot of juice for y'all today, but I'm gonna tell y'all about this story, and then I'm gonna give y'all a story about NJ had a similar encounter, and y'all gonna trip out on what happened to me, family. I'm telling you, my story is something else. Y'all gonna be like, what? But anyway, let's get to this story first. But they say that the equipment that these car dealerships, some of them, not all, are doing, the equipment used to cost about $5,000 to $10,000 to do it. But now you can get the equipment to roll back a mileage odometer for about $189 to $300. So now it's cheaper for them to get that little equipment. Y'all will see it because I'm going to play it for y'all. But it's cheaper now to buy that little equipment to roll back the mileage odometer so that when they sell the car to people or to you, it looks like that car has low mileage. Because that's the first thing some people do. Look at how many miles the car has on it. And then they be like, oh, this car don't have but about 30,000 miles on it or 50,000 miles on it. But really, that car has about 150 miles on it, 150,000 miles on it, or 200,000 miles on it. So it's really an old car that have a lot of wear and tear on it, but they tricked the odometer back to make it look like, it's a fairly new car. It don't have that many miles on it. I'm telling you, family, these dealer fish is what I call them. These old dealer fish are doing. They say it's happening all around the United States, family. So it's not just in certain areas or whatever, or certain states and cities. They said this is becoming. They are doing this all the time. A lot of car dealerships are doing this all throughout the United States, in every state, in every city. So you have to be careful, family. Now, they got people thinking that they're buying their dream car or buying a nice vehicle, and the whole time it's really an old ass lemon. That's all it is, an old ass lemon, and people thinking that's their dream car. Don't have that many miles on it and all that. Unbelievable, family. So we're going to check out this story. I want y'all to check out this story. After we talk about this story, then I really do want to talk about what happened to me. It's a similar story, but I know that y'all going to trip out on this. But check out how these people are tricking these mileage odometers, okay, and how they are moving the price up just to try to trick you. And I was like, what in the hell? I was like, oh wow, this is unbelievable. So here it goes, family. It's going to come in a minute, family.
Raphael, as you know, I've been working on this for the last month, talking to victims every single day since my story aired on March 16th. And Detective Frias with the Indiana State Police confirms 46 victims of KBB auto sales on Troy Avenue. 8 of them have filed lawsuits through the Perry Township Small Claims Court. While they wait for the investigation or their day in court, all of them are stuck with a bill and a car that's not what they paid for.
Check it out, family.
Tim Hardwick is still waiting for his $9,500 refund after purchasing a vehicle from KBB Auto Sales in Indianapolis. We talked to him on March 16th, and more than a month later, he's still waiting. Hardwick was the first victim. After he made state police aware of the problem, they found dozens of others. Before leaving the lot, I had an issue with the window. As y'all see, it rolls down perfectly when the door is open. It rolls up. The moment I shut the door, nothing. And you remember Daquisha Lacey? She's the one who bought a car for $7,000. And within a week of purchasing the car, it broke down on the interstate. She called Detective Frias and found, besides the car being a quote lemon, her odometer had also been rolled back nearly 70,000 miles.
Check that out.
Her on March 21st, and she's still waiting. I was really checking because I kind of felt like duped. Because when I had first went in, everything seemed normal. On the same day, we talked to Alicia Atkins. She found out her odometer had been rolled back through Detective Frias. When she filed a lawsuit in small claims court against the dealership, they repossessed her car. It's since been sold to another consumer, and she's still waiting. All 3 of these victims we spoke to have filed in the Perry Township Small Claims Court. Raphael Hardwick is set to go to court.
Ain't that something, family? Now, they got caught, that dealership got caught rolling back. Now, I want y'all to check this out because this is going to explain how they are doing this. Pay close attention, family. Pay close attention.
By miles traveled, and there's long been a market for illegally dialing back the reality. Rolling back the odometer could add thousands of dollars to the value of a used vehicle, and Lisa Fletcher finds digital technology hasn't made the scam obsolete. Odometers perform a simple enough task, counting the miles, which helps measure a vehicle's age and wear. Crucial when it comes to determining the value of a used car or truck. It can have a big impact on the sales price. Take, for example, these 2 2012 Chevy Silverado pickups with the same options.
Check it out, family.
The left has 175,000 miles and has a used value up to around $12,500. But take the same vehicle and roll the mileage back to 60,000 miles, and the value shoots up to more than $22,000, a difference of more than $10,000. To find out.
Now, y'all see how they did that, family? They are doing that, rolling that mileage odometer back so that they can get more money for that vehicle, but then you got an old ass lemon that you riding around in thinking that that car don't have that many miles on it, but it do. So, and this guy right here, family, when I keep playing it, is going to show everybody exactly how this thing here works. That's so savage.
To roll back the miles, we went to see Josh Engel, owner of Atlanta Speedometer in Georgia. I think everybody thinks I have a digital odometer. Can't be rolled back. That happened in the old days, the old-fashioned ones. Is that true? No. So it's depending on manufacturer, it's pretty simple to do if you got the right equipment. In recent years, the equipment used to be $5,000 to $10,000.
Look at that.
And some of these things are $300 now. So you don't have to disassemble anything. You can plug it into the car, change your number, unplug it, and outside of finding some written record somewhere, there's no trace. That's exactly what happened to Cheryl Mansfield in Virginia. She bought a used 2010 Mustang convertible, her dream car, that turned into a nightmare when she found its odometer had been rolled back 90,000 miles.
Wow.
A $14,000 car, actually worth little more than $1,000. According to the National Highway Transportation Safety Administration, NHTSA.
Now, y'all heard that. They said that this woman here, can y'all believe that? That woman, that lady there bought her dream car, she thought, and paid a lot, thousands and thousands of dollars for that car. But then it turns out that she found out that they had rolled back that mileage odometer. And when she went to see how much that car is really worth on the miles that it really have, that Mustang wasn't, they said that Mustang ain't but worth $1,000. Unbelievable.
More than 450,000 vehicles a year are sold with odometers that have been rolled back,
Wow.
costing Americans $1 billion.
And that's the piece of equipment that they use, family. That piece right there is what a lot of car dealerships are doing. They're using that piece of equipment right there to roll back that speed odometer. That mileage odometer. Unbelievable. So they can get more money from you because they lying. That's the crazy part. They doing that to get more money from the consumers, and they lying the whole time and being savage to people and taking their money. And that is a real illegal crime that they have going on. And it's not all used car dealerships, but it's some that are doing it. So that's why I wanted people to know about that, because I know I've had some employees that they will buy a car sometimes during income tax time or something like that. They'll go and they'll buy a used car, and when they buy it, it seems like they call in late, saying, oh, my car don't crank. Now, they just got this car, haven't had this car no more than about 3 weeks to a month, and all of a sudden they got all kind of problems with this car. They be calling and saying, hey, I'm going to be about an hour late, my car's not, it won't crank. Or either, hey, I'm going to be an hour late, the car is running hot, or something like that. And you be like, damn, didn't you just got that car? They sold you a lemon. Yeah, I got to go see about it. It's just a whole bunch of problems on these ragged ass cars that they selling people. And it just don't make sense. And it's just like cars, it sounds like you got some cars you'll buy them. It's some people that'll buy a used car, and then it sounds like somebody up under the hood stuck with a hammer knocking on your hood. Knock, 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 knock. Got your car knocking. You just bought the doggone car, about a month ago, and it just sounds like somebody up under your hood trying to get out with a hammer, just banging. You used to hear some cars just knocking. Be like, damn, what's wrong with that car? And they just got the car probably about a month or two. They ain't even had it a month. And then you got some that they be squeaking every time they ride, and they almost like the axle about to pop off. And then the axle pop off, then they running around the interstate like the Flintstones trying to get around. It don't make no sense, family. They are doing this. It don't make sense. You drive it for a month and then it break, or you drive it and then all of a sudden it's running hot, and then you got to knock on somebody's door and ask them for a jug of water because you stuck miles and miles away from home. This thing here smoking like a coffee pot. It just smoking and smoking and smoking, and you say, oh Lord, have mercy. It don't make sense. And these are cars that these dealerships are selling. You got these old super flea car salesmen that'll run up to you and they talk real swift. Oh, they got some fast talking ones too, trying to sell you that goddamn lemon. They want to sell you that lemon. And see, they squeeze a lemon all over the car lot. All of them cars ain't nothing but lemon. They just squeezing lemon juice all over them cars. Then when you come in, they squeeze your damn pocket for the damn car, charge you so much for it after they done played with the mileage odometer to make it look like that car is fairly new and it's old as hell. It's older than your ass. But then they selling it to you, rolling back that speed that mileage odometer to make it look like you got something. So they done squeeze lemon on the damn car, squeeze your damn ass out your money, and then you ride off with a fresh tall glass of lemonade on wheels. That's all it is. A fresh tall glass of lemonade that's on wheels. Don't make no, that's so damn savage. And you got them car salesmen with their hard feet ass walking up to you trying to sell you a damn lemon. I told y'all it's clown season. It is clown season. These car salesmen running around mush mouth, running their damn mouth, acting like it don't make no sense, family. Put it that way. Pay attention. Pay attention to what you buying. And we'll get into that. Of course, we really are. We're gonna get into all that, because some dealers, they selling a combination of a lemon and a lime. What I mean by that, a bitter sour card. They selling lemon lime cards. Not only just lemon lime cards, meaning that you buy it and 2 days later or the next day, you got a major problem with that car. Either the transmission done went out, or either it done blow the head gasket or something, or you need another damn motor. And you like, damn, then you get up there and they gonna tell you as is. It's an as is car, so you can't do nothing about it. I'ma tell you, when they tell you as is, you tell that salesman, say, hey, say that backwards. And say it backwards. Yeah, say as is backwards. Is ass. Yeah, you damn right. Is your ass up at that courtroom for selling me this damn lemon. I ain't had this thing no more than 2 days, and the damn motor and shit done went out. It leaking oil, spraying oil. You go oil all up under the carport, because every time you park it, all leaking out from under, and you ain't had it for about 2 days. They done sold you a lemon lime. A lemon lime when you don't have it no more than a week, and something major happens and go wrong. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. People getting that new car and they showing it off. Everybody, hey, look, when people buy a new car, family, I know y'all know somebody that show you a new car. They just bought the car. They proud of the car. Look at my car. They going over every family member house showing off their car. Just showing off their car. But then, it ain't nothing but a pretty lemon. That's all it is. Ain't nothing but a pretty marine pie. Lemon marine pie. That's all they got. That thing ain't worth a shit. As soon as they go off, now they bragging about the new car. Then about a week later, they call your ass, ask you, can you come pick them up? Well, I thought you just bought a car. Yeah, I did, but the transmission done went out, or they say the belt popped on it, or I don't know what's wrong with it. It just won't crank. It's just something wrong. Well, hell, you just got the damn car. I'm telling you, family, you got to be very careful, because there's some cars that spend more time in the shop than they do on the road. Yeah, god damn, your car stay in the shop, don't it? You got to be careful, family. Because I have seen, like I said, I've had some employees that they buy them cars, and it don't be no more than a month later, they having to get a ride to work. The car's in the shop. Something's wrong with the car. Then they get that fixed, and it ain't but a month later something else go wrong. Then they get that fixed. About 2 weeks later, something else go wrong. The car spend more time in the shop than it do on the road. That means that dealer have sold you a lemon, a big ass lemon marine pie. That's all they did. All they did. It don't make no sense. And then you turn on the windshield wipers, and then 2 men jump out with squeezing your car for windshield. Oh hell no! It's time to take this shit back. And I'm gonna tell you, they will say as is in a minute. And family, you got to say that backwards. As is, say it backwards. Is as. You damn right. Is your ass up there at that courtroom. I'm finna get your ass. It finna be is your ass up there at that courtroom, because I want either my money back. We going to court. Because I ain't had this thing no more than a month, and I have spent damn near $3,000 trying to keep getting it fixed. They done sold a damn lemon. And the majority of the time, it might be a car that they rolled back that mileage odometer. And that's probably why some people have so much trouble with their car. Because according to Carfax, this problem is getting worse. They saying it, that's why they put this story out, and people are starting to catch it. And according to the Carfax, this thing is getting worse all over the country, all over the United States. A lot of used car dealers are doing this. And that is so damn disrespectful and wrong. It's so disrespectful. But now they say that the German cars are hard to tamper with. It's harder for those used car dealers to tamper with German cars. That's what they say. They say, for instance, like the Mercedes, it has a mileage stored in 3 different places inside of a Mercedes, okay? And they say that if they try to mess with it and roll back the mileage odometer, they have to have a certain code. And the certain code have to go for all 3 of them. Like, all 3 of them have a different code. So the only way to kind of change that, see, the German companies that make German cars, they making it very difficult for these type of people. So if they try to change one thing on the mileage odometer, they have to have a code for it. And if they can get a code for it, then they got to do 3 more like that. So it's kind of, if they make it hard that they can't do it, but the only way that they could do it is to send it back to Mercedes, like that, like a Mercedes. They would have to send it back to the Mercedes dealership, and they not gonna do it. So they just don't tamper kind of with the German cars, because the German cars is harder for them to tamper with it. Okay, so that's what they say. But you just have to be very careful. That don't make no sense, because it's some dealers out here that's having the customers think that their car is in better condition than what it really is. Point blank, period. So they say that the federal government is cracking down on this, and they are making some of these car dealers do some time for that. And so the federal government is looking into it and cracking down on this illegal criminal act, because y'all just be aware when you buying a used car. And it's always a chance that anywhere you get a car from, they could have tampered with the mileage odometer. So you have to be careful. And these are the things, family. Let me get my glasses. I want to tell y'all some things that they said we can look out for. And so you can kind of notice if somebody is tampering with it. Now this is from, they say you can go to Car Vertical, okay? And I don't know if y'all can see this good, but it's Car Vertical. I don't know if y'all can see that good, but I'm gonna read it to y'all. And they say that check your car history through Car Vertical, okay? If you want to try to buy a new car, whatever, you can always go to Car Vertical and just type in that car. And I think you're going to have to use the VIN number of that car and stuff like that. And you can sometimes find the history of that vehicle that you're getting ready to buy. And they said that in this example, someone rolled back an odometer back by 40,000 miles, okay, between October 2014 and March 2015. So meaning that this Car Vertical place investigated the car and found out that between October 2014 and March 2015, someone had rolled back that mileage. I don't know why I keep saying speed. They have rolled back that mileage odometer 40,000 miles. Unbelievable. So you just have to be aware of that, family. And it says, look at the car brakes. Consider the brake pedal. They say when you buying a used car, look at the brake pedal and see if the brake pedal is very worn out on it. And then it says, look at that brake pedal. So look at the wear and tear on it. For example, a brake pedal should be only slightly worn in a 100,000-mile car. Okay. On the other hand, a car with a 300,000 miles on it under the belt is likely to have a tired looking brake pedal. Okay, so y'all understand that? So they saying check out the brake pedals on some of these things, okay? And then they also said check out when a car expert are looking for a used car, the first thing they examine after opening the door is the condition of the steering wheel and the driver's seat. Okay? And so that means you'll see some wear and tear on the driver's seat. That means that car most likely have over 100,000 miles on it. Okay, when the car seat is looking, like the car seat is tore, because those are the main two things that a driver use. When they open up the door, they sit down in the car seat. You can't avoid that. Now, you might not have too many passengers, but you damn sure gonna have that driver. Okay, and so they're saying, look at the wear and tear of that car seat. Okay, and then look at the wear and tear on that steering wheel. And some people put covers on their steering wheel. So if they're trying to sell a car and the car got the cover on it, take that cover off and look at the wear and tear. Is it peeling and all that stuff on that steering wheel? So make sure that y'all do that. But they're just saying different things. And then I'm going to tell y'all about my story in a minute, a similar encounter. Okay, so these are the areas that they say that people, and then they say if it's like if that car have leather seats, if the leather or fabric are already tethered, meaning already wore out and stuff, the car may be way past the 200,000 mileage mark. Okay, so those are the things that they were saying to look out for, family. So y'all just make sure that y'all be aware of that. Let me see what else, family. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, and then they also say just check a lot of things inside that car. And so that you would know what's that's how you can kind of detect yourself about how old a car is, because that don't make no sense right there. So just make sure that y'all look at little things like that, brake pedal, look at the seat, look at the steering wheel, because those are the things that the drivers use the most. Look at the wear and tear. Pop the hood and things like that. And I always tell people, hey, when you go test drive a car, take it to a mechanic or somebody that you know and have them look at the car while you test driving the car to see what they think about the car, because they could tell you right off bat a lot of stuff, what's all wrong with that car. And then if it's too much, then you make the decision on if you want to get it or not, depending on what the mechanic says. Because I do it all the time. When I buy cars, I take it to my mechanic and he checks it out while I'm test driving. Let me test drive it. I test drive it right on over to the mechanic shop and let him look at it and tell me if it's good or nah, you need to find another one, because this one right here ain't gonna last too long. So just make sure y'all do that, family. Okay, let me tell y'all about your NJ, because y'all gonna trip out on this. Let me tell y'all the story about NJ. Similar encounter, it's not dealing with I got a car and they rolled back the speed thermometer. But check this out, family. It's dealing with a car. So anyway, I had a blue Cadillac, like a sky blue Cadillac, and it had some glitter on it a little bit. I had the glitter paint on it, kind of when the sun hit it, It has that sparkle around it. But anyway, it was a short body. And I don't know if anybody knows short body Cadillac. They not, you got some Cadillacs that's real long, and then you got the short body style. And I had that. And I had the I had a dark blue rag top on the top that I had got put on it. So it was sharp. It was sharp, family. It was sky blue with the little, the little glitter in it. And then it had the dark blue rag top on it. It had some gold stripes on the side. And then it had the Cadillac logo on the side. And it was nice. On the inside, it was blue leather. And I had put a nice stereo system in it. Speakers, nice speakers in it. I had the rims, they call them spoke rims. And they was going zigzag and they stayed shining. That car, every time I went to the gas station or something like that, people always said, that's a beautiful Cadillac. And I would say, thank you, okay? Now, this is at the time with my younger son. Y'all know my youngest son, the one who renewed his 10-year vows. I have a video on that. But he was in high school. And I was waiting on him to get his license so that I was going to give him that Cadillac. That's basically why I was fixing it up, because it was going to be his Cadillac so he can drive it back and forth to school and I wouldn't have to. Now, I had a cherry red Mustang, okay, drop top. And so I had both of them, the Cadillac and the Mustang. The red Mustang convertible, cherry red with a black convertible top. So I would drive both of them every now and then, whichever one. I would drive one a week, then the other one a week, the other one a week. So I was waiting on him to get his license. Now he's about 15. He has his permit at the time. And Jay, he was already out of high school. And I had got him, when he got his license, he got a Cougar. Okay? And it was sharp too, y'all. So it was time for the younger one to get his license. So he had his permit at 15. So all I was doing waiting on him to get his license. So when he turned 16, he got his license. I gave the car to him so he can go back and forth to school and go to football practice or whatever he wanted to do, okay? I had good children, so I wasn't worried about them, messing nothing up. But anyway, family, he gets the car, gets his license. He rides back and forth to school probably about 6 months. And then he did something on a curve, like he came off a curve too deep or something like that. I don't know, a driveway or something. But anyway, it poked a hole in the radiator of that Cadillac. I said, oh man. So he's like, Mama, the car leaking, the transmission fluid, it's a hole up under there. Okay, so I get the car towed to my mechanic. Now, the mechanic I got now ain't the one I'm talking about. That's why I got this new one. But y'all check this story out. So I get the car towed to my mechanic. So now this man here, this mechanic, he works on my Mustang, and he works on Jay's Cougar that I gave him, and he definitely was working on my Cadillac. And I noticed, family, sometimes when I would take my car to this man, just for an oil change or something simple, the brakes, I want some new brakes on it, he would always brag about how much he liked that car. Boy, that's a sharp Cadillac right there. That Cadillac sharp. Girl, you did something with this Cadillac. This Cadillac is nice. I said, well, thank you, because I'm getting it, nice for my son, because I know he's doing so well in school and everything. So that will be his. He said, boy, that thing there sharp. I mean, he's always saying when he's changing the oil, and it be some people that's waiting for him to do their cars, and when they come, they will also, it will cut other customers that will say, oh, who Cadillac is that? That Cadillac nice. And I would say, it's mine. So the car, everybody loved the car. unique short body, and everything I put on it, it stood out from the rest of the cars wherever I went. Okay, now, family, I get the car towed over there to my mechanic, the one who brags on my car all the time. I texted to him and said, hey, he told me it's going to need a new radiator. I said, okay, how much it's going to cost? He told me. I said, all right, then go ahead on and fix it. I got it. I said, when will it be fixed? He said, well, give me about 4 days and I have it fixed. Okay, fine. So I waited 4 days, family, and I didn't get a call. So I waited the 5th day. And, well, let me go back, because the 2nd day it was there, I went to his shop just to check on the car, just to see if it was on the pole getting worked on or whatever they were going to do. And they did pull it inside of the garage. I said, okay, so maybe they finna get on it or whatever. I didn't say anything. I just went by there to look. Okay, so it was there 2 days after I bought it there, after it got dropped off. Okay, so then I said, okay, so the 4th day, I didn't hear anything. So the 5th day, I still don't hear nothing. And I called his shop, and he must have a number programmed because he wasn't never answering the phone, family. So I tells my employees, I said, hey, I'm going to have to take off. I'm going to leave y'all for about 2 hours, and then I'll be back, because I want to go check on this Cadillac. It's been 5 days now, almost a week. And during this time, I've been taking my youngest son back and forth to school and doing so much and dropping him off at his events and then doing my own thing. And it was just getting a bit much. That's why I gave him the car anyway, so I wouldn't have to do all that. Okay, family. Well, then I goes down there. I leave work and I go down there. I don't see my car. So then I tell this man here, I said, hey, where my Cadillac at? He said, oh, somebody stole it. I said, huh? He said, somebody stole it. I said, what the hell you mean somebody stole it? He said, somebody broke in to my shop last night. And I put out a report this morning, and they got a report at the police station. I said, oh, so when did they break in the car? Now, y'all, it's about 6 o'clock in the evening that I'm talking to this man. He said somebody broke into his car during the middle of the night before, and then this morning, he filled out a report. So why didn't you call me right after you realized my car was gone? You said so. He said, yeah. I said, well, when did you call the police? He said, I called them. I opened up the shop at 8:30. And when I got here and realized it was gone, but your car ain't the only one that got stolen. 2 other cars got stolen. I said, I give a damn about the other 2 cars. I'm talking about my Cadillac. I said, so you made a police report about 9 o'clock this morning. Here it is 6 o'clock in the evening, and you still hadn't said nothing to me. I just happened to come down here. Why didn't you call me, the owner, and say, hey, somebody stole your car? I have to come here and find that out because I'm checking on my Cadillac. He said, oh, well, it ain't nothing I could do, but I did make a report. I said, well, I don't give a damn about you making no report. I make my own report. So he said, well, don't you got insurance on the car? Just call your insurance, tell them that it got stole down here, and they'll pay for your car. I said, oh, no, I'm not finna bother my insurance. This is between me and your goddamn stinking ass. This right here is between me and you little hoe cake. Where in the hell is my goddamn car at? He said, I can't tell you. I don't know. He said, but I looked at the book value of your Cadillac, and the book value say the car ain't worth no more than $200. So he pulls out $200 out his back pocket, and then went in his little wallet, pulled out $200, laid the $200 on the hood of my Mustang that I came in. He said, hey, go to $200 because that's all the book value say it's worth. Family, it took everything in me not to make this man go up there to the nearest hospital with morphine drips. I ain't promoting violence, but I'm trying to stop violence from happening. Don't be stealing nobody damn cars, okay? Now, he throws $200 on the hood and say, hey, go $200 because that's all the book value say it is. Look up the book value on the car. I said, I ain't got to look up a damn thing. So I took the $200 and swiped it off the hood of my car, and the $200 went across the ground. I said, look here. I don't want your $200. I'm finna take your ass to court. Now, if the judge tell me that all I can get is $200, I will be gladly to accept it. But you ain't finna tell me shit about no $200, nigga. Don't you know how much money I put in that car? I put a whole lot of grands up in that car. That car ain't no $200 car. Don't come playing with me. I'm talking about he had all the tough talk. I said, this broke ass talking top dollar shit. Broke ass nigga talking top dollar shit. And then you say, well, nah, he ain't broke because he got a mechanic shop. If you got to steal somebody's car, your ass broke. I don't give a damn what you got. That means something ain't right. You know, then he gonna have that piped up voice talking about, well, that's all they say the car is, what the book value say. It ain't worth but $200. I said, look here. I'm getting ready to jump in my car and go and file my own report. I said, where did you go and file your report? Oh, I went up there and they got it. They got it. So I goes up to the police station, family. I leave that place popping hot. It took everything. Oh, Lord, family. Y'all just don't know the high power was holding me in a restraint. Like, don't mess with this man here. Go and do this thing the right way. And that's what I did. So, family, y'all do things the legal way. So I went up there. No matter how bad it gets, family, because y'all see this is bad. So I goes up to the police station and I said, do y'all have a report that such and such mechanic shop was broke in today? They said, yeah, we got he reported that his lock was broke, but wasn't nothing missing. Check it out, family. I said, he put a report that the lock, yeah, he just called the police and told us that see somebody broke in his shop, but he looked around and ain't nothing missing. I said, well, my car missing. They said, huh? This the police station. They said, huh? I said, yeah. My car was in there and he was supposed to be working on it, and he just told me, he told y'all. They said, no, he didn't mention nothing about no car, but you can fill out a report. So I filled out a report, family, and when I filled it out, my report had felony theft on top of it. Oh, I had my paperwork ready. When I did my police report, they said it was a felony theft. So I had my papers. I went downtown, and then I filed that small claim, and I filed for $5,000 because that's what you do as small claim. Anything over $5,000, you got to sue somebody in the federal court. Okay, so I went to the small claims court and I said, okay, $5,000, it sounds about right, especially with the pain and the suffering. And I got to take my son back and forth. Now my son don't have no car no more to get around. And he was so excited to have that car when he got his license. And this joker here done stole my car. You know I had to clap back. That's what I do, clap back. That's what I do, family. And I got that report and it said felony theft, and I took it right on up there to the small claim courthouse, paid for the fee to start that small claim court thing on his ass. And honey, we did that, y'all. Next thing you know, oh, he was raising hell. He was calling my phone then. Oh, now you know my number. You didn't know my number when my damn Cadillac was missing, did you? You didn't know that. You didn't know it then when you claimed somebody stole it. So that let me know your ass stole my damn car. That's what happened. That's what, oh, he was calling, leaving message, family. He was leaving message, family, talking about, hey, I don't know why you trying to take me to court, because you ain't going to get no more than $200 out that car. Now, he talking on my voicemail, okay? And I'm saving every last one of them. I don't know why you trying to take me to court. I just got the sheriff came over here, that. Okay. Well, court, to make a long story short, family, court day is here. We goes to court, and the judge was asking him, where is the lady car? Yeah, he on there. Somebody stole it. He said, why didn't you report it when it was stolen? Oh, I had so much other stuff going on. Well, I had all my evidence, family, honey. I had my evidence because it took about 5 or 6 months before we got a court date after my car was stolen from he stole my damn car. But anyway, I had all my paperwork, how I was taking my son back and forth to school. I put my gas mileage on there, putting my miles on there, because see, I wasn't supposed to be doing all this in my Mustang. My son was supposed to be able to drive a car back and forth. So I put all that in there, that this was a slap ass inconvenience for my whole damn family, and anyway, I had speakers in there. I had a nice system in there. I had a nice rag top on there. I had nice rims on there. That car. And then I had pictures, family. I was showing the judge pictures. Here you go. And luckily, my son used to take pictures on the inside of that car because he was so glad when he had got it. He was taking pictures on the outside front. See, I didn't really think about taking just pictures of my car because I never thought something like this would happen, family. But luckily, my son used to take pictures in it because he loved the car so much. So I showed the judge all those pictures. That these are the rims. This is the stereo system. Look at the inside. Crushed leather blue. Nice. No tear. No none of that. All this stuff been redone. Look at the rims, judge. All that stuff. This nigga here used to always tell me when I bought my car to him that he loved that car. Now all of a sudden the car's stolen. But anyway, make a long story short, family, the judge granted me those $5,000. Yeah, sure did. And then I went and bought my son a Jeep to get around in, But anyway, family, that's what I'm saying. You got these swift ass, not only are they talking about these car dealers rolling the damn mileage odometer back, you got this nigga here that was 6 cans short of a 6-pack trying to take my car from me and then try to give me $200 for it. Boy, you got me messed up with all that tough talk. He acting all that. Boy, you got me all messed up. I don't know what was wrong with him, family. I really don't. But check that out. And that ain't the kicker, family. Check this out. Once he found out that, and the judge put a felony case on that, and I think his business is up, it was up under something that wasn't too good, okay? And now he wound up having to fork up them $5,000. I say about a week later, I had a check in the mail for $5,000 for another car. And that's exactly what I did. Like I said, I got that Jeep or whatever, family. But that's not the kicker. Check this out, family, right here. The high power is good. Because it was about a week later. I was taking my youngest. It was a week after the court granted me the $5,000, okay? And within that week before I got the $5,000 check, I was still having to take my son back and forth to school, okay? So this day, Jay was at the house, and he said, I told him, I said, I'm finna take your brother to school, and we're going to go and eat breakfast. Do you want to go with us to eat breakfast? He said, yeah. We jumps in the Mustang, because we was going to have breakfast before my son goes to school. So we riding, family. We at a traffic light, and we wait. Y'all going to say this is unbelievable. We sitting at a traffic light, and we're waiting. All of a sudden, a big 18-wheeler come past us. And my son said, the youngest son said, Mama, there go the Blue Goose. That's what we called my Cadillac, the Blue Goose, okay? But he said, Mama, there go the Blue Goose. I said, so now I'm looking on the road, family, to see if somebody drive my car. Cause mind you, I got my $5,000 for the car, but we still ain't found out what this fool here done did with my damn car. Did he sell it or did he keep it? What he did with my car. So my son, I'm looking around looking for somebody to be driving it. He said, no, it's on the 18-wheeler and it's crushed. But it was on the top of the 18-wheeler with all these crushed cars on it. And my Cadillac was on the top. And family was saying something about the high power that it wouldn't crush. It was just bent down a little bit. You can see where the soft rag top is bent down a little bit, but you can still see the windows. You can still see the body of the car and all that. They said, follow it. So I'm following this truck. I put on my hazard light, run the red light, and gets behind this truck and gets on the side. And I look, I said, that damn sure is my car. So I then gets behind this 18-wheeler. I don't blow at the man to try to stop the driver, but I gets behind the 18-wheeler and I said, hey, baby, you might be late today. And we ain't going to eat no breakfast today. Not right now. I said, let me do this and then I give you breakfast and I have to check you into school late. Okay? And he's like, okay. And my Jay was saying, that's it, mama, that's it. That's the car. That's our car. That's our car. So it was on a crushed, this 18-wheeler had all crushed cars, getting ready to take those cars to the metal place where they get money from metal, okay? And so I'm following this joker. I say we went about 15 minutes riding, family, and then he turns up in a place and it had like Auto Savage where like they crush cars, but that's not the name of it, but it's a place where they crush cars. I mean, they don't crush the cars, but people bring metal and stuff, they'll weigh it, and it depends on how much it weighs, how much money you get for that. Okay, so I looks at this 18-wheeler, but it does have a Florida tag on it. So immediately I called one of my detective friends who work in that area. And I called him and I said, hey, look, my car that was stolen, because he had knew about it, because I had talked to them about it. I said, my car was stolen, you know the car? He said, yeah. I said, it's on this 18-wheeler and it's crushed. I want to know how they got that car, who they got that car from, why is they got my car on that crusher thing. He said, where's that? I told him. He said, I'm on the way. He said, I'm at the office now and I'm on the way. So my friend detective, he comes and he meets us. I said, I'm in the parking lot. He said, okay. He comes, he see my red Mustang. He paused right there. Me and my two sons trying, yeah, is it? But the 18-wheeler had done went on in the gate. See, we couldn't go in the gate. But the 18-wheeler was able to go into the gate. But we knew exactly what 18-wheeler went in there with my car. Okay? So then the detective say, okay, I'm going to go in here. I said, okay. So I told Jay to watch, told him and my son, y'all stay here and we're going to go on the inside because they're not allowed kids in there. They had said, like no young adults or whatever. They had to be like 21 and up. Jay was old enough to get in there, but I just told him to stay with his brother. So me and the detective go in there, and there was the driver hopping out the car. The detective started questioning him where he got the car from, and he said, I'm just a driver. That in Florida, we go and we pick up these cars. And so the detective, make a long story short, family, my friend detective went through all the motions to find out, and it did come out to be that fool, low down, savage ass brother, because it was a black mechanic that I was dealing with, and he had a nice shop, license and all, you know what I'm saying? And so it wasn't no Rudy Poot shade mechanic that I went to. Very nice shop. But anyway, the driver, when my detective friend got all the driver information, all the information off of that 18-wheeler, and he went and he did all his investigation, and then them folks started getting scared and started talking. And they did say that a man named such and such did sell them that car just the other day. So family, they said said he sold it to them just the other day, and then they got it, and then they crushed it. He sold it to a Savage place for Auto Savage to crush it so they can get money off of it. But the reason why he did that, family, make a long story short, because he knew after court, when he was ordered to pay me them $5,000, the judge was still saying, if that car gets caught on that road and we pull that car, the person who was driving that car over, and it comes back to you, you going to jail. Exactly. So he had to get rid of my car, family. That's why he sold it to an Auto Savage to get it smashed. And then that Auto Savage got money off of my car. But now, family, I started to take his whole business out from under him. I really did. Because once my detective friend found out all that would happen, I started to snatch that man's whole business away from him. But I had already won my judgment of $5,000 to get another car, so I left it alone. But if that had happened before we went to court, I would have then asked for an extension and said why I want an extension, because I would have said, hey, I'm going to have to take it out of small claims court and take it to the federal court, because anything over $5,000, you got to take it to a federal court. And I would have took that case to the federal court, and I would have took all his stuff. I would have took that whole business out from under him, and I would have been running it along with my other businesses. Yes, I would have. But family, that's the moral of the story. Unbelievable, ain't it, family? Now I want y'all to write in the comment what y'all think about that. What y'all think NJ should have did? Do y'all think NJ should have did what I did, just had left it alone because I had already got my $5,000? Or do y'all think I should have went further and put on another lawsuit after I found out that he really did have my car and sold my car on the crush machine? So, because he had to get rid of it, because he knew that car could not be on anybody's road because the car was hot. The judge told him what he told him, and he also knew that I had some police friends, and I got some very good professional friends, that if that car would have been caught on the road, somebody would have been in some hellified trouble. So what y'all think NJ did? Do y'all think NJ did right by just suing him and leaving it alone, and then after I seen the car, just left it alone after I got the information? Or do y'all think that NJ should have went on ahead and tried to just take the whole thing out from under him? Okay, but what I do know is it wasn't but about a year, about a year later, he had to shut that whole business down. And I ain't gonna say why, but the business was shut down, and he no longer doing any type of mechanic work in this city and state right here. That's all I got to say about that. But family, y'all be careful about these used cars. I didn't mean for this to go that long. Please hit like and subscribe. I should have said that in the beginning. Please hit like and subscribe. And I do want to go live, family, but I'm going to have to get up to 500 subscribers before I go live, and I want to kick it with y'all. I'm trying to get up to 500, so please hit the like and subscribe. Please. You got to hit those so I can be able to go live and everything, because y'all know I don't ask for Cash App money. I don't ask for none of that. When I go live, I'm not going to ask for none of that. But I do think it would be worth me taking time off of my business and my brand and all that to come and sit down and talk, if I could at least get to 500 subscribers, because people go live with less than 500 subscribers, but they're asking for Cash Apps and they're getting something out of it. I don't want anything out of it. I just want y'all to kick it with me, have fun with me, ask me questions. We sit down and we talk and we just gossip or tell what's going on. I really do want to go live and talk to my subscribers and talk to my viewers. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for bringing the numbers to where they are today. Thank y'all. I can't tell y'all, it's so greatly appreciated for just you know, just having some love for your NJ, for your girl. I appreciate it, y'all. But I will go live. Let's get it up to 500 at least. Tell your friends, tell your family, everything. Click, 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 like, and subscribe, please. So we can go live and we can just chill and talk and have a very good time. Because y'all already know NJ gonna have a great time when she go live. But anyway, y'all, I love y'all. Pay attention to these used cars that you buy, okay? And also pay attention to some of these mechanics that are trying to get over on your ass. And that's all I have to say about that. Love y'all. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. And we all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from your goals and success. Bye-bye.